Well, I'd sing to test my audio, but I don't want anybody to hear that in case somebody's listening. All right, those of you that are starting to pop in the chat room, Sergio and Lucas are going to warm up a little bit, and then they'll get started. Good time for me to ask. I don't know if anybody's got their volume up. I know there's just a few of you in there, but if anybody could hear me, let me know in the chat on the YouTube side of things. I'd appreciate it. Fargo wise, pretty much a dead heat with these guys. Lucas is 758, Sergio's a 747. Should be a hell of a match. with the winner of this advancing to stage 2 of the tournament. All right, well, here we go. We've got a race to 10. This is the International Open down in Florida. Sergio and Lukas with they're on the B side of everything. The winner of this advances to stage 2, which begins tomorrow. Lag for the break, and then the alternate breaks after this. It looks like Lukas is going to be ahead just a little bit there, and he'll get the first break. So I looked up both of their Fargos, and as Fargo tells the story, it's pretty much a dead heat. Just gonna play out with whoever's hitting them better today. Lukas taking his time, making sure doesn't have any gaps in the rack and everything looks good. WNT rules for the tournament. It is a ranking event for them. They can rack the 2 on any of the 3 corners. They just can't rack it in the same place over and over again, from what I understand. They will play all ball fouls, and there is a ref for, I believe, every 4 tables that kind of circulates around, and then hopefully the players will call everything themselves. So Lukas to break, gets the 1 down right away, 2 popping out, gets a friendly kick from the 6, and he's got pretty good action for his first look. No, I like right here. I like coming down to just with inside, staying in the middle of the table. And that's what I wasn't sure of, is if he'd opt to go that way. I know they've been talking a lot this week. I mean, the tables are still fairly slick, so there'll be some things that I probably call differently, and there's just flat out the fact that they play a good bit better than I do. But it looks like he overran that shape a little bit, so attempted a safety. Looks like he's got him, but not quite as welded up as what he'd like to be. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, difficult to tell, but he spent enough time. He's obviously hooked. I just don't think it's too much if he's going at it full cue like that. He's probably just looking to hook around a little bit. Yeah. And right in. A nice job of holding the cue ball, though. That's pretty easy to follow in from there. Good shot. Tough to tell if he's got enough to take on that 4 ball, but I think he does. And should be pretty clear from here. Landed a little straight, so you may see him just pull straight back. Hard to see if he's got any angle in there, but if he pulls back, he'll just come just a little further than he's got the cue ball now. Okay. Yeah, you did have the angle to stun over and come back, and good angle for the 6 to move to the 7. And leaves the angle to come across for the 8. With a little bit of angle, hopefully, to pop back out for the 9. And if you're Sergio, you got to like that, getting up to the table and having that first little tester, just that little bit of swerve shot there. And he's able to get through that and then beat the rest of the rack. Looking to go up 1-0, and it'll be his break if he gets there. And Sergio just making sure he doesn't land straight on that 8 ball. He played a preference here. I mean, some people want just this angle. It's just easier for them to move back and forth. Others want maybe about first diamond, in between the first and second diamond there. But he just come across 2 rails and land back nice and perfect. Gonna get the extension out and after a safety miss from Lukas, Sergio's able to get out. We're 1-0.
Check it out, guys. For only $24.99 a month, you get all the live TV channels and networks you can handle, basic and advanced channels, premium movie channels, all the sports leagues, even wrestling, boxing, and your UFC fights, okay? You got a Fire Stick, an Android box, an Apple device, another web platform. We can help you. Let's get streaming. Send me a message and check it out today.
I'm here, bud.
Hey, Mike, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm just glad to do another match here tonight. This is probably the last round tonight.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because this takes them to stage 2 of everything, all the winners. There's a fair amount of them going on. And I've actually been watching a pretty fair amount of it all week. And the 9:30 matches, the 9:45, wherever they've landed, have been the last ones all week. And then, there's been some action and some of that stuff. But yeah, they shut them off around. They end up finishing, you know, uh, a little before 11, as late as 12, somewhere in that area. And then they don't start till noon the next day. So not too bad. But Sergio here to break, and he's got the 2 ball on that our left corner to start. And we'll kind of gauge every once in a while how they do that and use the cut break. They're breaking in the box. His 1 ball comes low, and he is dry. But no clear path to the 1 for Lukas. So, Mike, I listened to a couple of streams throughout the week, and so they do have music playing in the background, don't they?
Well, we got a jukebox in our room, but
Is that what spills over into it, or is the jukebox coming from your room through the mic, and it's not playing in there where they're playing?
not
Is
in.
that right?
Yeah, this jukebox is just for this room.
That makes sense. So you got the split bracket going on in there, and that's what they got the jukebox for. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
a nice
they're
shot
gonna
there.
start
Gets
at
over
noon
both
tomorrow.
balls and
Yep.
gins the one. Uh, Still got a little bit of work to do on the two.
Oh, I haven't even listened. I mean, I think you're coming through. I didn't change any settings. Yeah, you're
It
fine.
looks
I
like,
hear you.
yeah, okay,
I hear
good.
you.
Okay. And then, yeah, Lucas, I mean, a lot of people rooting for him. I've met him a couple of times. Nice guy. Uh, Not a bit afraid of action at all, and just a real up and coming player.
I was hanging out
Looking to
with
see
him
if
the
that
other
two
night
clears the bottom left.
at in the room actually, like, and he was talking about, I want to play this guy, I want to play this guy, I
Mm,
want to play this guy.
mm-hmm.
I don't know why he won't play. He said he wouldn't play. I want to bet 20,000. Like, obviously it's not him, but his
Yeah,
side.
but he's got people in his corner, and he's got all the gamble in the world for it. So yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. Come with two real nice shots there. I mean, that jump shot had to clear both balls, and it was just 10 inches or so in front of the pocket, but he hit it real straight and come with a real fine two ball, and he's in real good shape to get the rest of the way out. Just come off the right side of the five a little bit, right to where he's pointing. Just gotta be careful the 8 ball doesn't get too big for you. Okay. And just another fine example of why these guys play better than me. Instead of trying to play that tight window, you've got the natural window to come all the way around. Got some inside on that and let it come back out. And he'll spin around to the 8. Very nice cue ball there and stop, stop. Well, right now, I mean, we're watching both players fairly loose, especially Lucas. I mean, he worked his way through that table very quickly. We're 1-1. They both broke serve on break, so we're back to serve, and Lucas won the lag. He'll be breaking.
I'm looking at this stage 2, and basically you don't see the matches until this round is done. Who's going to match up?
Mm-hmm.
Federer, Nayuki, Jesus, FSR, Yep, Skyler, Victor, Thorsten Ullman, all waiting for opponents.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing some talk this week that it's not the absolute strongest tournament, but still plenty of top pros, world class play. There might be a few names missing, but you still have plenty of the world elites.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see or haven't seen many of the Asian players.
Right. I tell you what, I mean, I don't care which way you're going. I mean, if it's anyone here traveling to, whether it be Vietnam or the Philippines or anything like that at all, just the pure jet lag and travel and wear and tear and the grind it's just so much. Now, Lucas come with a break right there. I mean, the one in the side, and then the two in the bottom right corner, and he's just, if he can navigate the reach on this 3 ball, he's in fantastic shape to make it 2-1 real quick. Looks like he might. Yeah, just coming straight up on the left side of the 6 there. Hits it with a good cue ball. Just pull back a little bit for the 5.
This is a guy that arguably probably could be on the Moscone Cup this year even.
Yeah, I mean, he qualified in points. He was the 5th player in points. Um, and left it to the captain's pick, and uh, Sky made no bones about it. He felt that just last year's team, he was on record as saying that if you really look at the matches, there so many matches that were a ball away from flipping the other way, and um, the score wasn't really what the score was. Give full credit to Europe. I mean, he wasn't making excuses, and just give a realistic look at it and say that it's probably a little bit closer than the scoreboard looked, and not taking anything away from Europe at all, but he wanted to swing again with the same team. And then the chemistry and the camaraderie for a group like that, I think, is super important. And I hate to say this, but really, it doesn't matter who we're putting up there until we get a 4th player that is at least Sky's level. Because it's Federer and SVB. I don't care. You put them 1-2 either way you want. Then it's Skyler. The gap's not incredibly far, but there's a definite gap. But if we don't get somebody that's playing up at Skyler's level to make that 4th, to make a 4th spot in the roster, and then continue to improve the 5th, we're just
Not the favorites.
we're just not good enough. Now, the Moscone Cup, there's pieces of it that lend some of those things to chance. The short race piece of it, the environment, because it shrinks some people and it makes other people big. Jason Shaw is a beast in that environment. Skyler plays really good in that environment. Filler tends to eat it up as well, but I've seen Filler on the low side of it. So it's interesting how it all plays out. I mean, we love to watch it. So Sergio breaks dry again, but didn't leave Lukas anything.
Yeah, he didn't even get close to making the one inside.
Lukas gets a little rub on that 8 that he didn't want. You said you're down there until Monday, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, I could leave probably sometime during Sunday, but why? I'm just going to drive home all day, leave Monday morning early.
No, as far as I know, it's still nice down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
It's rainy and shitty here. I wouldn't be in a hurry.
Yeah. Probably like 40 degrees. And
yeah,
snow flurries.
Yeah, it's 46 right now.
Snow flurries.
Yeah. Not yet, but the snow belt got some last week and we did get some even where I live, so not right now though. So Sergio was able to get a little bit of a hit. Lukas got away with it, but I'm not sure what he was trying.
Yeah, I mean, if he was trying to shoot that ball, he missed it by a couple inches.
Yeah, and I'd have to think that's what it was. He had the free pocket, and he's coming up for the 2 ball.
Guys, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's a lot of content been going out, but I just started doing some of the big matches, so it's probably gonna take a little while to propagate all that. The algorithm will catch up when more people watch and hit the thumbs up. Wow. Like in and out
Sergio
of the
over
pocket,
just
really.
catches the pocket a little bit fat and then doesn't get any love from a leaf standpoint. So Lukas, you're going to see him pretty much just put this ball in, come up on the end rail, and back to the middle of the table. You know, and that's the other thing. I mean, Lukas likes to move the cue ball a little bit. I think there you have the path to just, again, just down to the end rail and up to the middle, but also there's your comfort stroke. And, you know, he made sure of the make, put some pace on it. The path was there for him, and he's right on the 3 where he needs to be. Mike, are you going to the Derby this year?
I mean, there's probably a possibility of that
Yeah.
with Streamworks guys.
You did a lot of it remote last year, didn't you?
I mean, I've been the past 2 years. I set my cameras down there.
Right, you set your cameras down and then just did it remote, and
Yeah,
Lukas got himself in a bad way there.
and I did a ton of international opens last year.
Okay.
This event, actually, straight pool, one pocket, everything. The Max Eberle, Shane Van Boning straight pool matches is crazy.
Yeah, I got to watch a few of them this week. Not quite as much as I would have liked to have, but it was real good. There's a few of us that I'm in a straight pool league over a gentleman's house that's got a 9-foot Rassin in his house, and we just kind of go over there and play matches. I think there's 18 of us, and just set up a match when you can play. Cash league, it's a lot of fun, and it's about the only big table time I get in, so I enjoy it. But Lukas tried to make a little something happen by thinning off the ball, and unfortunately left Sergio a window, and he's working his way through the table to bring things back to 2-all. I think here he's got enough of an angle that he can just roll down and land for the 7, or he can play all the way down to the end rail and come back up.
There's Wisconsin, 1 and 2 in the same picture. Basically, I mean, Tyler's
It
number
is.
1 and Sergio's
Yeah, no
number 2.
question. And Sergio moving through the table. Well, just gonna back things up for the 9. Bring cue ball bot back to where it is right now.
Two. A lot of these guys came from Ultimate Pool.
I tell you what, they've got people's attention.
Well, I will tell you also, John Ash ended up playing Tyler Steyer in the Open, and he was texting me. He's like, "I'm playing Tyler Steyer. I'm up 2-1 or something." I was like, "What?" I'm like, "No kidding." He was doing all right with them, and until he like broke dry, and then they got out, and then he ended up losing by 2 or 3 games or something. But at first, he was keeping up with them. He went down
It's
there
pretty
for that
amazing
whole
how that
event.
can happen, and then, you know, then the separation happens.
Yeah, the dry break, and then they just run out.
Right.
Interesting. It's like, hey, let me check your rec, kid. There are a bunch of referees that just kind of float around and.
Mm-hmm. Right in with the 1, made the 2. He's gonna get buried.
My God,
Middle of the
this
table though.
template rack area.
Back in the stack.
I believe those are the AccuRacks from Outsville. I think some of the best times I've had here was reconnecting with people and vendors, and I mean, I haven't seen some people in a while. Oh my God, TV Mike's here. You know what I
Sure.
mean? It's like these guys, and a lot of these players, like, know most of the players from various events over the years, and they all gave me, acknowledgement. Dominic Dunn did that little interview. That was silly as hell.
Yeah, he had fun with it.
He was telling me, he's like, man, every time, like, when I listen to you or whatever, he's like, yeah, he dogged a 7-ball, LOL. He like has this whole thing because I mean, obviously I do that, but like he just made such a big deal about it. He's like, man, that is the greatest thing I've ever heard. It just every time I hear you say something like that, it just cracks me up. People love it. That's why he did that interview, and like I couldn't stand it because every question he asked me was just a reason just to say that right at the back, right at the back end of it.
Yeah, I watched it, and when he did the first one, I'm like, okay, that's funny, and then he kind of went with the pile driver after that. But
He was in
he has
action
not been. Oh, he's
running.
been in action 2 or 3 times this week, and
Yeah, but I don't think he's been running very good.
no, he has not. He's one of the. I mean, like he's right around a 600 Fargo, but he's a 600 big table Fargo. I mean, he's not helpless. Um, but he is about as inconsistent a player as I've seen that can play halfway decent. Because I mean, he can get up there and he can spear a ball, but he can donkey the next straight in easy as could be ball too. And so Lukas comes with a nice safety there, leaves the wall for Sergio to work with, and we are
I'll
two
tell you
two in a
another
race to 10.
funny thing about Dominic. We were in the action room last night, and he was playing somebody, and I was like just kind of standing around watching the games and stuff. He ends up scratching on a shot, and he just bashes his cue, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm standing there, and I wanted to just say, "Hey, LOL," but like, I mean, just like you know what I mean, like in the action
Oh
room.
my God, you should have.
I mean, I was so close to doing it, but I was thinking, man, this guy might just want to kill me. And I
It,
seen him
it,
afterwards, and I was like, I seen you bash your cue. I just wanted to say it so bad. He's like, you know what? I wish you would have because I would have laughed my ass off, and
he would have.
I probably would have fell on the ground laughing. He's like,
Yup.
I wouldn't have been mad at you. I was mad at myself.
Yup.
I mean, yeah, that
Yeah,
would have
he's just
that would
pretty
have been the
unhinged.
greatest.
Like, not even. Um, I'm not even really saying in a bad way. He just doesn't have much of a filter at all.
Tough composure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to know right where you are with things. Actually, I was watching some of that match last night, and there was a over-under in the chat room of him smashing his cue 5.5 times. So, this is not new shit.
Yeah, I mean, he really did. And I was like, I was so just, I was going to say it loud, too.
Well,
I mean,
Sergio's
I
eyeing up
so
to try to
thought
make
about
that
it.
three
It would
ball,
have
I
been, it
think.
would have been
No,
crazy. But I thank
I
him for
thought it was
doing that little interview. People enjoyed it.
sure.
Gave me some promotion and stuff.
No, he thinned the three a little much, left Lukas an opening on it. He's still got to
Straight,
contend with the 6 ball in the middle of the stack there.
straight on the rail.
But shot that straight as could be, and still some work to do here. But what I'm trying to see is I can't tell if the 6 plays in the side pocket and how he's getting on the 5. I'm guessing that it does. They may get a rough and get everything moved around and get that rack removed. Or he's going into it, yeah.
Ooh,
So maybe
I
it
mean,
didn't
listen,
play.
it's kind of hokey, though, because, like, the template rack's there, right? So that cue ball's now sitting in one of them spots.
Right,
Really?
right. And I don't know the rule here as far as this goes. Kind of expected him to make that, but um, obviously they, if they wanted it moved, there are ways, but I mean, I see him remove it in just about every pro event I could think of. So I would have to think that they have things in place to do it, and he just chose not to. I'm a little surprised that he chose not to with playing into the stack because, like I was mentioning, I wasn't sure if he was going to break it out or if he was going to try to play the 6 by itself.
I don't know where it is. Mike Cease might have my super. Oh, there it is. Yeah, go ahead. I'm doing a. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's good.
And Sergio hits 6, landed good on the 7. I'm sorry, from the 6 to the 7. A little bit of an angle that he's got to hold, but manageable. Yep, just rolled it in nicely. And stop. At the open table, they're both playing pretty well. I think Lukas missed the 1 ball, and Sergio struggled with his break, but he's managed to work that out to a 3-2 lead.
Let's see what the other match is going down right now. Eric Roberts and Jonas Suto. Eric's up 6-3. Maglino and Steyer 2-2. That's obviously right next to this table. Gerson Martinez up 5-3 on a Carlo Beato. Lee Van Corteza and Alex Kazakis 2-2. Vitaly Patsura, what we showed earlier against Demetrius Lukatis 2-2. Mickey Kraus is up 5-2 on SVB. Yannick Pongers and Denis Grabe is up 5-3. So the winners of those will get thrown to the final bracket. and then we'll figure out who they're going to play. We'll see it all. I think I'm probably doing the 10-ball split bracket because that's what I'm here for. That'll be tomorrow. The Jersey Girl 10-ball split bracket here at the International Open. I imagine we'll probably have at least 60 players in it, maybe more. I mean, any of these pros that get knocked out, they're welcome to play in it. They're just going to go to like 14 or 13 or
Sure.
something. You know what I mean? Make for some long bar table 10-ball sets, really. But they are winter breaks.
Just the grind that they have to put together for that, because the abilities there. I mean, you make them as a favorite in just about every set as long as it's handicapped correctly. But just the attention that they have to pay, knowing that they're so much better than their opponent, they get a little bit in practice mode, and every once in a while you'll see them chunk a ball, and it's just so costly to them. But when you get those guys that just dial in and say, screw it, they're going to lap the field, it's a lot of fun to watch.
I mean, good 6, good 8, good 9. That's a lot of game style, Ron.
It is. But I mean, I'm telling you, as someone that's probably on the good side of one of those numbers, I'm not running to play that game.
Ooh.
He's going to get fortunate, though. Oh, maybe not.
I think
Boy, that ball just kept tracking.
He's almost corner hooked.
I don't think he is. I actually think he left him in the one spot he can make it. I'm not positive.
Well, I did use the word almost. The adjective, almost.
Yes, sir. I mean, Lucas is spending enough time looking at it, but I think you're going to see him leveling up and just shooting the ball in.
He might be allegedly corner hooked.
Look at that. He hangs that ball up, comes around. He's got the world to get a good roll and hook him, and he leaves him in the one spot that Lucas can just get down and roll the ball in.
Wow.
Mm.
LOL.
I was looking there and was trying to figure what path he was going, and it's a tight pocket to throw on the side, and a lot of balls in the way to play shape in the corner.
Opportunity to jump
up. A lot
of
pool left, but I'd much rather make it 3-3 than have it be 4-2 Sergio.
Right. Chat rooms are quiet here on Billiardnet. Got like 20, 30 viewers, but the videos are recorded. They'll live on. Facebook doesn't even like me at all anymore. There's like 5 viewers now.
Like I really think
like they don't propagate anything anymore. It's just a joke now.
Yeah, I tell you, I really don't want to watch a stream on Facebook anymore. Between half the time the flip doesn't hold, or the image size comes up small, just different glitches with Facebook Live to begin with that I don't think that they're really concerned with anymore. And just the viewing experience, I mean, one, it's better on your TV, and if I want to sit and stream something on my TV and then still play on my phone a little bit, you've got all that open. Yeah, Michael in the chat room just asked about the entry for the tournament. I'm going to be close with what I tell you. It was an expensive one. I think it's $750. Yeah.
I think it is too.
Yeah, and then there was a fair amount added. I tell you, that right there, just you want to talk about the challenge that these guys have. I mean, you take like the players around Lucas's speed, the um oh Shane Wolford, Devin Petit, you know, all those guys, Sergio, they're all good players, but you're not really going to see them in the top 4 or 5 of the event unless they have a day. They really put something together. So, just their expense on and to try to make anything off of the tournament, the odds just aren't anywhere near in their favor. Um, Hence the action room. And that's where you're going to see a lot of these guys really active. I mean, you know, I know Sergio will play a little bit. I just don't know him as well. But if you want to talk about 3 guys that'll mix it up over just about anything, it's Lucas, Shane, and Devin. I mean, you'll see those guys in the grease all the time. And it sure they like it and they're great gamblers, but they got to do it. They're cracking their nut for the weekend. But Sergio lays a nice hit on that 7, and he's going to work himself to a 4-2 lead.
Hey, check out my new Jacoby Custom Cue store at tvmikescues.com. Here you'll find all my extensive cue inventory, my unique one-of-one cues, pages and pages of cues to choose from. There's videos I made for each of the cues. You can also buy shafts, brake cues, and other items from Jacoby Custom Cues. Dealers and wholesalers may inquire. Always check this page for my latest inventory. Sign up for my email list. Send me a message. Thanks for the support. tvmikescues.com.
All right. Well, Lucas once again, he's just dialed in with that break. I mean, honestly, like I mentioned, I've seen a fair amount of this week, and I know we're early into the set, but from a consistency standpoint, Lucas is breaking better than I've seen anyone. This is his, I think, 4th break. and he has not had a shot once, I believe. And the wing ball every time, which I'm sorry, the one on the side every time, which you're going to see, but you just can't come away with putting the 2 in. Sorry, everybody. I got a little sidetracked by something on my end. But I know Lukas missed and Sergio missed, and here we are with Lukas back to the table. He's much straighter than he'd like to be to work his way to the 3 ball. Looks like he's going rail first at it. Very well hit ball. That's a great shot. Just great cue ball moving towards the 3. Nice clean transition. Lukas got himself stuck up there and wasn't able to work it out. Leave Sergio a tester here. Now he can bunt the 6 up long rail to the end rail, leave end rail to end rail. He might have enough room to go 2 rails. Or he can cut the 6 up the rail and play offense. Yeah, looks like he just went to bunt it up to the end rail. As soon as Tyler moves, we'll be able to see how he did. But I think he missed, yeah. Left Lukas a tester, though. Now looks like he's going to thin the 6 and wrap around. No, completely playing the bank. My mistake, great shot. See how his speed is here. Very nice shot. You know, just no fortune for Lukas there whatsoever. I mean, that's the right shot. He just come in a little thick. He comes in a little more behind the 7. The cue ball stays to the end rail a little better, and then the 7 pops down the end rail. Really what that does, it just shows how difficult that shot is. So we had a tight little match that through a couple of mistakes has opened up to Sergio getting out in front, at least early. A lot of set to be played yet, but Sergio comes away with a 5-2 lead and the break. I will say if Sergio figures out the break, that can be difficult. All right, so Sergio comes away with the one on the side. That's his first time. And then drops another ball as well, but he's tied up with the 3-4 there. Or the 3-2, I should say. Yeah, so that answers what I was wondering earlier. There was a match where, or a game where Lukas was playing balls in the stack and he opted to not have the template removed. I mean, I was sure you'd be able to, but for whatever reason, Lukas chose not to. I don't think it made a great big difference in how the rack played out, but I was surprised. So Sergio's going to kick this 2, and he's kind of looking to play it over into the 8-9. And we should put an over-under on how many things that I'm going to call wrong. I'd say probably 10 for a match is a good number. This comes with another nice shot there. Well, he just developed the yips. As I tell you what, he's missed some open looks. A little unfortunate to see. We've all been there. But he's been in a position to win a couple of these games that he's down, and after a real nice start from both players, Lukas just hasn't been able to hold it all together right now. And left Sergio close on the 3 ball, but unfortunately just enough angle to make it a relatively easy hit. And he did a nice job of bringing the cue back. A little tap stroke, and about the only ball he's got to contend with now is getting on the 8 well. Really leaves himself anywhere kind of in that general area, he'll be fine. Just roll down to the end rail and pop back out. You know, here's what I was talking earlier. I mean, he's got a little bit of a stretch, but also the fact that the tables are new and slick, so you'll see most players at this level not especially loving to use that inside English. So he's just taking a second to making sure that he's dialed right into it, and he hit it perfectly. And Sergio not letting up on anything here. He's up 6-2. All right, Lukas comes up dry there. Missed the 1 ball low. It's real easy to, once your play is dipped, you let it affect all aspects of your game, and your break gets a little suspect. But we also know how quickly it can all turn, too. Oh, after a little pushing back and forth, Sergio tries to run behind that 7 ball, and he's not able to get it done. I think Lukas has that side pocket, and that's definitely what he's looking at. And if he doesn't have that side pocket, he's got a tester down in the bottom left corner. Or the safety. He hit that wall. Good shot. Wait, no, I'm not. I don't understand. I'm sorry I ghosted everybody out there. Dealing with something on my end here at home. But I did just see Lukas come with a nice safety, leaving Sergio a fair amount of work to do.
Let's see where we're at here. 6-2, the Cheesehead.
Yeah. Lukas just kind of had a case of the yips here and there.
Some other scores here. Eric Roberts is up 9-8 over Jonas. Maglino's up 5-3 over Cheesehead number 1. Tyler Steyer. Gerson and Beato are tied at 6. Kazakis is up on Corteza 8-2. Vitali and Demetrius are tied at 4. Grabe and Pongers 9-6. Grabe. And Mickey Krause just knocked out Shane Van Belling 10-5.
That's a good win for Mickey. Very capable.
Did you hear the story when he was over at Buckeye?
I think I've heard it before. Oh, Lukas just... Yeah, leaving a ball in hand there.
Like, I knew who he was, and Ed knew who he was, but, like, was he really just trying to sneak around, or what? Like, it's just like...
Yeah, I mean, really just pool players in general. Nothing surprises me.
Obviously, this was probably over 2 years ago when I was allowed to be in the premises. All right. Shout out to Bo from Streamworks.
Yeah, Lukas, I tell you what, and at this point we're up to, I don't know, 5 or so balls that he really wants back.
He made that many mistakes?
I would 4 or 5, yeah. It's got to be by now. And, you know, both of them, I mean, at 2-2, they're playing, you know, damn near perfect, and they both got off good, and then just a couple misses, and
This is
he's
not
missed a
a
couple
hanger.
balls in the open table. No, it's not.
Even with the extension, he's like, well...
No, it's pretty far out, and I mean, you know, he's you want to lean out in the middle of the table, but that's pretty far out there, right? So you're kind of hooked from doing it either way. Like, he's gonna have a hard time staying on the side. He's got to play it from the end. but you're shooting at it. You know, you're blind to the pocket.
I ain't
And
got to go. Look at this crazy bounce off the titty.
yeah, it sure did. Well, that's what I was just starting to say is, you know, and then also it's pretty hard to hold from there, so you're gonna have to let it go a little bit.
Now, since Shane Van Boening is out of the U.S. International Open, will he come join us to play in our 10-ball split bracket? That's the question. And then their other question is, what will be his number? 15? You know, I mean, if Roland goes to 14,
So well,
it's got to be
I'll tell you,
close. I mean, it's probably 14.
wasn't it? Filler played the split bracket in Alabama when I was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it went for like 10,000 and went 2-and-out.
He did. He went for the open bid. I mean, it was. Oh no! It was more like it was. It was way more than 10.
Oh.
No, it was so much. Because I mean, hell, Mike, I went for 1,500.
And he probably got beat by 6.
I'm trying to think. So the guy that beat him. So I mean, it had to be on the high side. It was a 6. It was a 6+1 that beat him first, and I didn't even get the general impression that the guy was out of line. And boy, I tell you what, you had once it got anywhere near close, you had everyone in there watching. It was funny.
Speaking of
The
split
room went nuts
brackets,
when he beat him.
oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they're happy for the underdog.
Absolutely.
But really, I mean, how can you be that much of an underdog if it a 6+1 playing like a 14, the 14's going to 15. 15-6 race.
I'm telling you,
But you
I'm not
still
saying I
take,
won't play it. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
scared
yeah.
of it or anything. But ask yourself if you gamble that race.
I mean, if you're a half decent player, you got to think you probably should.
Yeah. Maybe
Winter
I'm just
breaks,
scared.
you know. So yeah, we'll be at the Lambeau's split bracket at break time, first week of December, which is actually not far away at all. I just talked to Landon Hollingsworth, and there's 130 players prepaid signed up right now.
Oh wow, it's gonna be a great event.
Yeah, 10,000 added, guaranteed, and the owner is also starting a $10,000 break and run pot. Like he's just putting
He's
10,000 in it,
starting
and
it
then
at 10.
yes, and then just selling
Wow.
tickets, and then selling tickets.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Well,
really,
Mike, hey,
really
I
nice
want to
room.
apologize. I thought I was going to be able to call this whole thing with you, but they're a little bit on the slow side of things, and I get to go to a holiday parade for my granddaughter tomorrow, so it's a little bit early. I'm going to call it a night here.
Okay, all right, 11
All right,
o'clock.
but yeah,
All
hey,
right,
thanks,
sleep
Mike. Have a
tight.
good one.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Steve Bowers from Northwest Ohio for jumping in here. So now you're gonna have to
Have a
just,
good night, guys.
yep. I'm sure he'll be following the tournament. While Sergio increases his lead. Tough to win 6-2 when it's alternate break. Grabe just knocked out Pongers. Austria versus Switzerland. Beato and Gerson Martinez tied at 7. Maglino and Steyer 5-5. Kazakis and Cortez at 9-2. And somebody's calling me again. Oh, Nick Sherrill. Hello, sir. You're live on the air. Yeah, what are you doing? Hold on a second. Hold on. What the hell is going on with this? This internet died or what? I mean, are you serious right now? My buddy's at a tournament, probably working on action. Okay. Zaki Poo, the camera's back. Hold on, guys.
Hey, check out my new Jacoby Custom Cue store at tvmikescues.com. Here you'll find all my extensive cue inventory, my unique one-of-one cues, pages and pages of cues to choose from. There's videos I made for each of the cues. You can also buy shafts, brake cues, and other items from Jacoby Custom Cues. Dealers and wholesalers may inquire. Always check this page for my latest inventory. Sign up for my email list. Send me a message. Thanks for the support. tvmikescues.com.
Well, this camera is possibly restored. Oh, there it goes again. Well, that's the internet. That's internet. That's not me. Look, this has got a lot of ground to make up here. I guarantee there's other tables that are probably tripping out too. It wouldn't be just one. Man, just a lot of mistakes. That's not going to help you catch up. Nine to two, Sergio's on the hill. Steyer's up 6-5 on Maglino. Beato and Gerson Martinez are battling. It's tied at 8. Demetrius Lukatos. Sounds like a Greek name. I mean, it has to be. Is playing Vitaly Patsura. He's up 7-4. Thanks for sticking around, guys. TV Mike here. Actually, live from the International Open. I'm sitting in the split bracket room, though. But normally, when I do events like this, I'm on the couch. At home. With a big vat of chili. That's what I did last year. I made 2 giant batches of chili, ate them every day, stayed at home, and grinded through 3 computers sitting right in front of me with 1 pocket straight pool. Nine ball, you name it. Tough action for Lukas to come back from this deficit. But the whole eastern seaboard is probably rooting for him. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. More than likely, if you subscribe, you'll check out some of the action I do in Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia on a regular basis. That's pretty much my tri-state area, for the most part. Nope.
You have 2 fly. Hey, Chris, you have change for 20?
Are you?
That arcade down there in the lobby.
Everything's free now.
Shout out to Ed Ladawi, who came over and paid his respects. Zach and I did an event at Sandcastle Billiards when we were running around together for the first time. Meaning Zach Goldsmith, formerly of Digital Pool, now of Streamworks, formerly of OSPN. That was our first streaming independent media server and pool. Myself and him. So, yeah, I mean, it was like 13 to 12 years ago, probably, that we did that show at Sandcastle. And I remember it because Francisco Bustamante was there and Efren was there, and I had them on my stream at the same time in a split screen using multiple cameras. And I think we were on OSPN then, actually, with all my equipment. Like Zach had a desktop, but he didn't have, like, we just used my stuff, really. And I remember, like, oh yeah, the Ecostats Arena's here. Lucas's last ride of the International Open, Sergio's on the hill. The winner of these matches in this period of time will go to the next round tomorrow, the final 16. And most of them are shaping up, so I can probably figure out who's going to zoom on who tomorrow.
Just grab yourself some balls and head to a table. Post practice free, but we are renting tables as well. If you'd like to shoot some, shoot a match with a friend, tables are for rent, $10 an hour.
They haven't been propagated yet. They should be. Because the losers are out of this round, and the winners jump over. But so far, there's nobody over there yet. You got Federer, you got Noyuki, you got Jesus, FSR, Yap, Skyler, Victor, and Torsten Homan waiting for opponents. It's 9-3. Shout out to Streamworks, Bo, Zach Goldsmith. Big things to come, I believe. News that possibly would shock the world. And shout out to the whole Streamworks team, the guys that install the lights, twist the pairs. Mike C's actually learned how to make Ethernet cables. It was pretty interesting. I mean, not that I know how to do it. I know how it's done. I never done it. I just buy cables. I don't need 200, feet of Ethernet cable on a regular basis. But the way they wire these lights up and cameras on every table, and it's a lot of wiring. All right, Lukas to break, alternate breaks. How's he going to get there? It would probably take a miracle. Sergio's going to have to step on his foot constantly instead of Lukas, which he just did again and loses the break. Ball in hand with an open table. But I will tell you this, Lukas is hungry for action. I was hanging around him and BJ Ussery and another guy was there, and he was just like, man, I'm going to play this guy. I want to play him first. I'm going to play him. And now we're supposed to play this guy, and he's ready to get some more action seasoning in for sure. And it's not over until Sergio gets 10, but I'll give you 2 to 1 on the money if you take Lukas from here. 5,000 year 500. Don't everyone try to bet so fast all at once, please. Message me to confirm. Watch out. Might come in too hot. A little deep. Oh, I see he's on the 6. I thought he was on the 7, but, I mean, he can still queue all right. He's gonna have to, like, punchy stop this ball or really get into it and run it back down table and back up, because he does have an angle. If you kill this, you're still gonna lose part of, the distance between the 7 and the cue ball. I was about to say, this shot's like the rack, basically. Connecticut. East Coast in the house.
What?
9-4. Somebody should have bet, I'm telling you. Let's see what it would run. TV promo. A quick one.
This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/Let's Get Streaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon.
pizza there or what?
Hi, Jamie.
Well, Sergio's on his way. Sergio is on the hill against Lucas, 9-4. What's that? Sergio. Yeah, he's up 9-4. Yeah. SVB got knocked out. Yep. Well, this should be about a wrap. I'll move the camera for a minute to finish up the match or something, like we normally do at home. Demetrius Lakatos 9-6 over Vitali. Tyler Steyer up 8-7 on Maglino in this match. Those are the only ones going right now. So I'll move it to 15. Maglino and Steyer. I mean, if you had one. Is there some over there? Well, how wonderful. I like it when a woman gives me food. And this is the final 9-ball of the set. Sergio over Lucas. All right, table 15 coming up. Probably not going to change the names though, because it's almost over with. But Maglino and Steyer. 8-7. Race to 10. Looks like Tyler to break.
Check it out, guys. For only $24.99 a month, you get all the live TV channels and networks you can handle, basic and advanced channels, premium movie channels, all the sports leagues, even wrestling, boxing, and your UFC fights, okay? You got a Fire Stick, an Android box, an Apple device, another web platform. We can help you. Let's get streaming. Send me a message and check it out today. Hey, check out my new Jacoby Custom Cue store at tvmikescues.com. Here you'll find all my extensive cue inventory, my unique one-of-one cues, pages and pages of cues to choose from. There's videos I made for each of the cues. You can also buy shafts, brake cues, and other items from Jacoby Custom Cues. Dealers and wholesalers may inquire. Always check this page for my latest inventory. Sign up for my email list. Send me a message. Thanks for the support. tvmikescues.com. Only for this weekend. You either message me or you see me somewhere, like within the next week, I will give you a Monster Crush for $25 off. So hit me up, support the broadcast. Thanks. All right, guys, here's a new promo of the Let's Get Streaming TV LGS application. Here's all your sections. I'm only going to show you brief tidbits of the sections. You get local channels. You get all your basic and extended channels. You get extra networks. You get Canadian channels. You get UK networks. You get all your premium movie channels. You get kids channels. You get all your wrestling, boxing, UFC pay-per-views. You get all your football, all your baseball, NBA, NHL, ESPN, you name it, racing, all these sections. You get music. You also get a full-featured VOD, which I can't really show you in this, but why get a box when you can actually get the service that the box is run on? You can run this on a mobile, you can run this on an iPad, a tablet. What's up, kids? This is TV Mike. Check it out. These are the Monster Crushes. I am here. This is my hand. You're living in a fantasy right now if you like the best brake cue in the world. The only yellow one that exists. I also have a couple more sport grips. But this is a good start, right? Hit me up if you want the Monster Crush. I got it. I got all of them. Thanks.